Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm here for Peter.
Peter David, that is. Welcome back to another episode of Marvel Tales. Well, welcome back to another episode of Peter David Tales. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is Al Lavelle.
Justin the Owl returning to talk about a different Captain Marvel.
Yes. Was it for Peter David Tales? We covered Spider-Man 2099 last time.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, this time we're going to talk Captain Marvel, 0 through 3 from around the year 2000.
This is my first time reading these.
Right off the heels of Avengers Forever.
Yes. Which I loved, and I was bummed at the time that I didn't get into this series. I don't know why I didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
It was just, I wasn't reading very many monthly comics from Marvel at that point in 2000, or from DC.
Oh.
I was doing more indie stuff then. But yeah, I was always interested by it because, of course, I love Peter David, and I remembered the character of Genis-Vell from the Silver Surfer annual, that when he was first called Legacy. So I thought, oh, cool, they're doing something like they're actually making him the new, like his dad's legacy, like he's going to be the new Captain Marvel. I can get behind that. Yeah, but for some reason, I missed like the beginning of the series, and then after that, I thought, well, shoot, I'll have to wait and collect it. But
did you read the Avengers Forever miniseries? Well,
yes, the one the Kurt Busiek and Carlos Pacheco. Yes. Yeah. And that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, because that's where Rick and Genis get bonded, and we got to cover that. So it's 12 issues. That'd be 2 or 3 episodes, but we got to do that one day because again, that's another one Will loves. So we got to get Will on here for that.
Absolutely, I think that's a masterpiece.
Oh yeah,
I love that one. Yeah, I'd love to cover that.
All
It's been a few years since I've read that too, so that'd be a nice excuse to reread that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready? Oh, you ready for this one?
Yes.
All right. Well, I was gonna say, give me a second because maybe I'll see if I can get these covers up.
Oh yeah, the covers. Yeah.
All right. Just gotta open them all first. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. So yeah, we're gonna start with Captain Marvel 0, which you really couldn't go and like buy this, right off the stand or anything. This was bagged with an issue of Wizard magazine.
That's so weird.
I know. Well, they were doing that in this era because I think they did like an Avengers 1 too that kicked off. What was that? Age of Ultron or not Age of Ultron? There was some kind of Ultron story Kurt Busiek did where I think.
The one in Slovenia.
Yeah, it was kind of like the prologue or something.
George Perez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did a few of those because they did. I know they did one. They did a Nightwing one. I think when Chuck Dixon was on there, they did a Flash one. I think when Jeff Johns was on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right, but yes,
I wasn't aware of that at all.
Yeah. So yeah, this one you can only have gone with Wizard Mag. Well, I'm sure there's probably people who sell it now, but yeah, back then. You can only get
and this whole series has actually been recently collected in an omnibus form.
Yes.
This and the other Peter David Captain Marvel series.
Oh yeah, the second volume, where it goes nuts.
Yeah, they've been put together in the same volume. So I need to get that.
Oh yeah. All right, so yes, this one, you can see it even says Wizard in the top corner box.
That's so funny they kept that.
I know. All right, so yes, this one, Captain Marvel Volume 4, number 0 from November 1999. Halftime. As we said, writer Peter David, penciler Chris Cross, inker Annabelle Rodriguez, colorist Tom Smith, letterer Richard Starking's Comics Craft, and editors Tom Brevoort and Greg Schigel. While waiting for Marlowe to join him, Rick Jones keeps hallucinating in a diner before hallucinating a giant creature in the street. He lets out Genis and seemingly fights the creature before realizing that he had hallucinated again when he encounters Marlowe. The only trivia for this issue, because remember what Rick changes, he clangs and bands together and goes Shazam, and
Shazam.
Genis is like, show what?
What? Yeah.
Before fighting the creature and letting out Genis-Vell, Rick yells Shazam, attributing it to the Andy Griffith character Gomer Powell rather than to DC Comics Captain Marvel.
Yes. I love that. That was very clever.
Oh yeah. So so what you think of this one? It's kind of set up for what's coming in the series, but
this was great. Like, this was a different Rick Jones than the last time I had remember reading him, which was in the Hulk comic towards the end of that run, which was right before Onslaught, I think.
Yeah, because he's kind of like one of the two main characters, unlike the Hulk, where he's the sidekick. So,
yeah, and I love that. I thought that was a great choice to have him be, and it also is keeping in with the continuity of the past, where he was bonded with the original.
Yep,
Mar-Vell. I thought that was really clever, and these little glimpses he was getting of the future, I thought that was cool.
Oh yeah, and then when he's hallucinating, I love when the waitress is like, "Man, keep this up! I'm gonna stick you in a cell with Robert Downey Jr."
Yes. Yeah, this is back when Robert Downey Jr. was getting into trouble all the time.
Oh yeah,
in 2000.
I mean, no one knew he was, how integral he was going to become to Marvel movies. So they're just like,
so funny. Yeah.
But I mean, the whole thing is just Rick sitting in a diner, he wants to get back with Marlowe, and he's like, oh, I got to explain to her about this whole, now I'm bonded to Genis-Vell and stuff, and yes, then they start hallucinating. First he sees the waitress bleeding and stuff, then he sees the giant creature, and Genis is seeing it too.
And I love the snake too, the hiss joke, because it says that it's the Captain Marvel of its species or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that. I thought, oh, that's so funny.
My father was Captain Marvel. What do you mean your father was Captain Marvel?
Yeah. I love that.
Yes. And then once Marlowe shows up on the scene, she's like, oh, wait, I know you from the talk show, which, if you'll remember, that's from that Captain Marvel series from the 90s, which we covered on episode 1.
Right. 80, the very first Marvel Tales.
Scroll down 80 episodes, kids. Yes.
Yep. That's going back a ways.
Or the easiest way, just go to the playlist on our YouTube channel.
That's right. It's right at the top.
That's right.
Yeah, I loved that. I loved that little callback to that.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I love about writers like Peter David. It's like, yeah, they'll do their own thing, but then they also call back to like other, history that even they weren't writing. But it's just like, oh yeah, this character had like a rich history. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I had forgotten in these 4 issues. I was continually amazed. I'd forgotten just how amazing an artist Criss Cross is.
Yes.
I originally was introduced to him in the early 90s with it was a Milestone title called Blood Syndicate, and I really liked that. And I thought, oh, he's great. I want to follow this guy and see what he does. And I had no idea that he did the art for the beginning of this series until fairly recently.
Oh yeah,
and yeah. He's just phenomenal. I just was my first time reading this. I was just blown away constantly by some of this stuff.
Yeah, the other thing I remember him from this era is Slingers. I don't know if you ever read Slingers.
No, I missed that.
Oh, that's the one that after Spider-Man takes on those 4 other identities, they go on to like other people. Yeah, it's like they're all like teenagers and stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow,
it's only 12 issues. It's good. Yeah.
Who was the writer on that one?
Oh, who was the writer on that? I'm probably going to kick myself in the head for not remembering this. But, I mean, yeah, Criss Cross, there might have been like 1 or 2 fill-ins, but besides that, Criss Cross kind of like drew the whole series, the whole 12
The whole
issues.
thing.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. That sounds good.
Here we go. This was, Slingers. Oh, Joseph Harris, yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah. I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, that was, issue 1 was... I'm trying to remember. Was it? It was either 98 or 99. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I definitely would have missed that.
Yeah. It was like right before this. Issue 1 covered it. Yeah, December 1998. So. All right. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I love this artist, but especially some of those scenes where like Rick's tackling the waitress to the floor. He thinks the window's exploding, and when Genis comes out after they switch places and stuff. Yeah,
those are gorgeous, and the some of the action sequences where they're battling together. It's just really phenomenal artwork. I love it.
Oh yeah, and then the hey, try that battle cry I taught you. Owa Tagu Siam.
Which I'm led to believe continues throughout the entire series.
Oh yeah. Well, for a while, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, I thought it was a decent start for this series. Just
definitely, and you get the history of both Rick Jones and Captain Marvel in the back of this, which is also really useful, since both of them and Genis as well. All of them have kind of rich and complicated histories within the Marvel universe.
Exactly,
going back a ways. Yeah. This is great. This is a great way to launch this series.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised that they didn't make it more widely available. I'm really, really kind of amazed at that. Yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah, I see that panel there of Rick and Marlowe's wedding, and of course, Mephisto was there and stuff. My damn brain. I'm like, oh, next year Mephisto May. No, we got the schedule going.
Mephisto May.
Oh my Lord. Oh, that's
so many stories to choose from.
Mephisto May.
Mephisto May.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Never mind.
That could be taken a bunch of.
I was going to say we got the schedules for Marvel Tales and X-Men.
Oh, that's naughty.
Yes, we've got an amazing year set up.
Oh yeah. Especially like next October. I was like, I can't wait to get to that.
Yes.
A crossover between Marvel Tales and X-Men Classics, kids.
It's happening.
We're going to cross over with those sexy bitches on X-Men Classics.
That runaway success of a show with over 1,000 views.
Yes, those handsome biscuits on that, wildly popular X-Men Classics.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing over there, but they're doing something right. They got 1,000 views on that one episode.
Boy, I wish we could be half the podcasters they are. Get their level of success. All right, you ready for issue number 1?
Number 1, yes. First Contact.
And again, I got to throw, if no other one, I got to throw this cover up. I love this cover.
Oh, yeah, that's a great cover. Yeah, that could be a poster.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
I mean, again, you could take all the logo and like all the text off, or
the text
hell, leave it on. I don't care.
We could leave it. Yeah,
they could leave it.
It works either way.
All right, yeah, there you go. Number 1.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
You know what? This is another one. Remember last episode I was telling you about that Ultimate Spider-Man I have with the blank background? I have this with the blank background. It's just Genis and the logo, and it's like all white. Yeah.
All the white. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think it says from the pages of Avengers Forever. But yeah, there's no black background on it. Yeah.
And they weren't doing very many variant covers back in the year 2000.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, I think that's why it's
very rare.
It's even probably more valuable of a variant because they weren't doing a ton of them.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right. Sometimes you got to go for them variant covers.
I don't get variant covers.
I love just the Charlie Brown of the tone. I don't get variant covers. Or is that Eeyore? Or is that Eeyore? I don't get variant covers. Excuse me, young man. Why don't you get variant covers?
I spend too much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew.
Priorities.
Exactly. All right. So, Captain Marvel, Volume 4, Number 1, from January 2000. First Contact. Writer Peter David, Chris Cross, penciler, inker. Yeah, same team here, I think. Editor Tom Brevoort. Okay. Captain Marvel continues to hallucinate before he's arrested by the police. However, he's released when others see a giant reptilian monster a Hista calling himself Captain Marvel storming the city. Elsewhere, Moondragon sensed that her power was needed on Earth before another Hista made his way to the planet. All right. So thoughts, Justin?
Yeah, I love that twist with the "No, I'm Captain Marvel." I thought that was so great with the Hista. So cool.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, this artwork is so good in this first issue.
Oh yeah.
I can't say enough good things about it. Yeah, it's great.
And I saw
Moondragon briefly.
Oh yeah, and I love the gag.
Yeah.
It seems like they almost do this at least once in an issue, where it's like, anytime you see Rick's reflection, it's Genis.
Yes,
like when he's shaving in the mirror on page 1.
Shaving in the mirror, that was great. Yeah,
he's like, "Turn your head. Can you turn your head?" I'm like, that wouldn't work, would it? You're not gonna see your own stubble on Genis, are you?
Yeah, right.
But I love that scene with when the cops show up and they're like, Mr. Jones, I understand you have some familiarity with the world of super beings, and then you just get a shot of Rick's apartment just covered in and he's like, no, why would you? No, me nah, I don't go for that stuff myself.
What makes you say that?
See, like the Silver Surfer's board,
piece of ROM over there.
Yeah, like it looks like posters, looks like Cap's triangle shield and stuff. Oh, do you see it in the corner there, kind of half hidden? There's like a Green Lantern power battery.
Oh no, I missed that.
Yeah, it's like kind of like by Cap's his round shield.
It's so funny.
It's like over on the right. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And then it's like he's like, nah, I'm not that Rick Jones. And then it's like Captain America calls and leaves a message on the answering machine
while they're there.
I know.
Yeah, and that's wonderful.
And I love Rick. Well, what kind of idiot told you all this? Your wife. And he's like, oh.
Yeah, and this thing with Marlowe doing the kind of like the Blair Witch Project, that was kind of a surprise. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Okay, but I could totally see Marlowe doing something like that.
Yeah, with
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because this guy Lorenzo, or Larry, as he says, call me Larry, cast her in this movie.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started on that damn Blair Witch Project, man. That thing gave me a headache watching that.
Oh, yeah. The motion sickness.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. I think that movie had just come out.
Probably,
in year 2000, right?
I think it is around that area, yeah.
Maybe 99 or 2000, yeah. So it's cool that Peter David dialed into that influence for this. I thought that was cool. And yeah, like I said, the whole thing with the Histja saying, my father was Captain Marvel, and blah, blah, I love that. I thought it was so good. And another great little surprise from the imagination of Peter David.
Yes, and I love I love Peter David's humor. Just when Rick and Genis are arguing about Genis wants to go to the cops and explain the whole thing, and meanwhile Rick's like cleaning the toilet or whatever. He's like, man, you want to flush away your career before it even gets started.
You can see his reflection in the toilet.
Yeah, I know. He's like, it's a matter of responsibility, Rick. I can't have this floating over my head.
Oh man, I love it.
So finally Rick agrees. He changes, but he's like, note to self. He's like, don't slam the negabands together in like enclosed places because it kind of like scorch the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, the part with the rabbit. I was like, oh, come on now.
Oh yeah, when they're in the woods. Yeah,
that happens later.
Yeah. I know. But yeah, no, they're headed there. They save this kid from getting hit by a truck. But then he's like, "You're crazy." There wasn't a truck or anything.
Yeah, he keeps seeing things before they actually happen.
But yeah, Rick's like, "Yeah, don't worry. You'll get arrested, but then they'll need you for something, and you'll be forgiven. Things will be forgotten." He's like, "Unless you're Spider-Man or the X-Men, then people hate you no matter what."
Yeah.
Genis, so what am I to learn from that, Rick? I don't know. Don't have a name that ends in hyphen, man. I guess. But then Genis sees the truck, crashed a few blocks away.
Yeah.
I love you don't understand. I know these things. I'm cosmically aware in that cop. You and half the druggies in the valley, pal.
Yeah. I'm cosmically aware. Yeah, what they're in Hollywood. Yeah. So they're
Because when
These
the
cops have seen it all.
Yeah, and then when the cops get in the apartment, and the one's like, "Oh, what are those?" He sees the nega bands, and Rick's like, "Yeah, no, they molecularly bonded to Captain Marvel, and slam them together and trade place with them in the negative zone." They're like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say.
He's like, the old, tell the insane truth, and no one will believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're interrogating Genis. You're Captain Marvel? Your friends call you Marvel? No, Genie. Your friends call you a girl's name?
Yeah.
He looks at Rick in the reflection. A girl's name?
What is that supposed to mean?
So, yeah, like Rick said, yeah, Madness rears its head. So, yeah, Gina says, I'm going to cut a deal. And yeah, it's that hiss stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, another great scene
Flying
just with Genis flying from the,
flying through there with the kind of like Rick's consciousness in the background.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's to be the colorist or whoever, but I mean, yeah, I love that, like that star effect. Yeah. Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. It's very unique to Captain Marvel.
Yes. And again, I love Rick. And considering what we're going to in the battle, you should use that new catchy new battle, that new battle cry I taught you. All right. Owatagu Siam.
And a great glimpse of Moondragon here, which I loved. Right off the bat in the first issue, I thought was really great. Yeah, that made me happy.
Oh, she's all throughout this series, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, then we see Genis attacking the Hista, and yeah, that's when he says, it's like, I am called Captain Marvel, son of the legendary Hista warrior, the same name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love how
good.
Yeah, I love how he lures him to the La Brea tar pits.
Yeah. Which makes sense. That's probably not too far away from there, I think. Yeah.
So yeah, treats him like a dinosaur. But even still, Genis is like, I'm not thrilled that the Hista died.
Right.
Yeah. And then we kind of see another one headed that way.
Yes. Different one. Yeah, with looks like he had dreadlocks.
Yeah. All right. So we're not going to get to that for the rest of this episode. But any other thoughts on this on issue 1, Justin?
No, this was a great way to introduce the series. Great little story with lots of surprises throughout and some great Peter David humor. I was laughing throughout the whole issue.
All right. Now, luckily, I have one of the hosts of Gamma Charge here because, yes, the next 2 issues are going to guest star the Hulk. Yes.
Yes. Another great surprise.
Yeah, there we go. Issue 2 is about to get crushed by the Hulk. I love Enter the Hulk. Say what?
Say what? This is just about to stomp onto him.
Yeah. All right. Captain Marvel, Volume 4, Number 2, from February 2000. Oh, Lord. Does a Hulk sit in the woods? Writer sit in the woods. Writer Peter David, penciler Chris Cross, inkers Annabelle Rodriguez, Wayne Foucher, and Scott Kobelesh, colorist Steve Oliff, letterer Richard Starkings and Wes Abbott, and editor Tom Brevoort. Yes, after Rick Jones learns that Marlowe was in the wilderness near Vancouver, he transforms into Captain Marvel and flies there, where he fights the Hulk before encountering the Wendigo.
Ooh.
And then, meanwhile, Moondragon searches Rick's apartment. Oh, yeah, and the only note on here is, yes, Marlowe mentions that she and the Hulk are old friends. Yes, the two first met in her first appearance in Incredible Hulk 347.
Mm-hmm.
And were even romantically involved.
Yes.
That poor girl. All right. So, yeah, I love that. Yeah, I guess Marlowe works at a well, they say she works at a comic shop, but then I think later in the series they reveal I think she might own it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Because what is it, like golden orange? You're like, yeah, my hair. But yeah, I love the beginning when they're doing like kind of like the whole Blair Witch thing and
yeah,
Lorraine.
So you can kind of see like because it looks like an old school camcorder that he's
you kind of get like the wavy, like the lines going up and down.
Wavy lines and stuff. Yeah, that was really great.
But oh yeah, and then Lorraine, and we meet Lorraine here.
Lorraine.
Mm.
She's only around for this issue, unfortunately.
Never fear, Justin, because eventually the ghost of Lorraine will return.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh,
Lorraine.
uh-huh.
Okay. I'm happy about that.
Yes.
I liked her.
Yes.
I thought she was pretty fantastic.
The
See, that's another thing I mentioned in the previous episode with Spider-Man 2099. Peter David's penchant of taking these characters that just seem kind of like one-off throwaway characters that are, you almost feel like they're kind of disposable. They're just there for the intents and purposes of that one story, or even that one issue. But then Peter David has a way of seamlessly and expertly weaving them into the story later on and developing them further into an actual character that has all kinds of depth.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. There's like one upcoming issue where it's like Rick and Marlo are like trying to rekindle things, or on a date. Of course, Rick's the only one who can hear Captain Marvel. Marlo is the only one who can see and hear Lorraine. So it's just so funny. They're both talking to people that no one else can see or hear.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's gotta be great.
Written by Peter David, yeah. But I love Lorraine, yeah. She kind of locks Marlo into the river or the lake or whatever, and then Marlo like takes off her shirt, wringing it out. She's like, "Oh, here, let her look," and she's like, God. Marlo's like freaked out. She's like, got the camera on her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love it when that dude tries to hold up Rick with the knife.
Oh yeah,
and then he claps the bands together, and the dude like blasts all of his clothes and his
hair off.
Yeah. He's just sitting there completely singed. He's like, you can go turn yourself into the police. And he just flies away.
Give me the bracelets, man. What are those? Like solid gold, Rick? That's right. I'm a solid gold dancer, and he claps them bands.
Here's my best move.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a solid gold dancer.
And the guy's just fried, and all Gina says is, "Go turn yourself into the police." And the guy's like, "Yes, sir."
I love that. I'm a solid gold dancer.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
But even before that, when Gina stops like that car, like getaway car, I don't know, the guys robbed the bank or something, but the cop's like, "You better have a good reason." And he's like, "Yeah," and he blasts open the trunk, and there you see all these guns and money, and the guy's like, the one crook's like, "It's an illegal search and seizure. Good, the reason to stop us, hero." And Gina goes, "Aha, but I'm not a police officer bound by your laws." Then we see like Larry trying to calm down Marlo and Lorraine.
Yeah, they're kind of at each other's throats from the onset.
And
there's a mysterious creature watching them from the bushes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Rick reading comics in the comic shop.
Yes. And there was a great little line too, the dude that works there. He's like, "Oh, hey, RJ, those Peter David books you were looking for came in. You still want them?" Oh, that made me so happy.
Well, I love like Rick's reading Hulk Chapter 1 because
Yeah.
I was gonna say, who was that? Someone else? That was probably someone else than Peter David who wrote that. I love Peter David. Was that meta commentary from Peter David going, "What Skrulls? What the f?"
Where do you get this stuff anyway? Skrulls? Yeesh. Yeah, that was great.
But yeah, once Rick finds out, where Marlo's at, he's like, "Oh, better get up there." He's like, she's gonna run into the Wendigo, and even Genis is like, "What are the odds that she's gonna run into the Wendigo?" And he's like, "We live in a strange world. Come on."
Yeah.
Because then we see Lorraine bitch into the camera in her tent, and then tent gets ripped open, and who's this hulking green figure? But before he identifies him, Gina shows up and blasts him, and then Marlo's like,
they have to have their obligatory superhero fight.
Yeah, because then Marlo's like, "Don't hurt him." Then he's like, "What? Don't hurt who?" And then he gets that
don't hurt who?
It's that big shot from the Hulk. Yeah. I'm not supposed to hurt him. Who was that? I love, "Oh, Grozit, tell me that's not the Hulk." And the Hulk, it's the Hulk, and whoever you think you are, you won't be in a minute.
You won't be in a minute. Yeah. Oh man,
And I love,
great.
I love a blast half this strength slowed him down before, so this one should stop him cold. Then the Hulk, yeah, except I'm 3 times angrier than I was before.
Didn't count on that. You've always got to factor in how angry the Hulk is at any given moment in time. That's very important.
I love Genis is like, Rick, you know him better than anyone. What's the best way to fight the Hulk? Hire the Juggernaut to do it and move to Portugal. And then he's
the Juggernaut did beat the Hulk once.
Yeah.
In an issue of the Incredible Hulk, he did it. Yeah.
I just love Genis is like, let's switch places. He knows you. You can call me. Rick's like, no, I don't want Marlo to know. We're bonded yet.
Yeah. Trying to keep that a secret.
And I love he's like, trust me, Genis, trust you. You said we're going to fight a giant Canadian flesh eater, not the Hulk. But then, yes, it seems Larry has ulterior motives.
Yes, this was surprising.
Hey, slashes Lorraine's throat and then licks up what he can from that knife. So
he licks the blood off the knife too. I was like, yikes! That escalated quickly.
Almost cannibalistic in its way.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got all the themes going tonight. Peter David and cannibalism.
Yeah, right. With the Vulture 2099 and the Wendigo. Yeah. Yes.
And then we see Moondragon get to Rick's apartment.
Talking to the landlord. My name is Moondragon. He's not late with the rent. In fact, you let him live here rent-free. Oh, yeah. I'm lucky to have him.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
And then Marlo's like trying to talk the Hulk down. He's like, wait a minute, I remember Marlo. She's like, that's it. No need to get all, physical. We're old friends. You're looking buff. You've been working out. It's a little chuckle from the Hulk.
Yeah.
But then, Genis slams in the Hulk and
sends them both flying into the water.
Yeah. I love, again, this is another like detail a lot some writers wouldn't get, but I love Peter David. It's, the Hulk's holding Genis underwater, and Genis is basically like, he's drowning me. And Rick's like, how? You survive in space. And he's like, yeah, when there's no oxygen, but there's oxygen in water. I just can't, can't extract it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love, he's like, Rick's like, do something fast. So Genis clangs those bands.
Yeah. And he says, Rick, but how? And Rick says, it's a long story. It involves the Avengers, and it takes forever to tell it. Love that.
Yes.
So good.
But then, yes, the Wendigo shows up on that. Talk about your cliffhanger.
Suddenly.
Wendigo shows up on that last page. Yeah.
Grabbing Rick by the arms and the legs.
Like one arm and one leg, so it's like you can't slam them bands together.
Right. You're going to treat him like a wishbone.
Yeah.
Rip him in half. Yeah. That was a great cliffhanger. Yeah, that was another surprise, too. I wasn't expecting to see the Wendigo show up in this series, especially in the second issue of it. That was a great little surprise.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, I can't say enough good things again about the artwork here. The fight between Genis and the Hulk was so good.
Yes. And
even the non-fight stuff, just the regular scenes like that whole page with Lorenzo and Lorraine where he kills her, like that was really expertly done because you don't see any gore. Like you can see that he's murdered this woman, but you don't see any of the gore. And what you don't see is a lot more effective than what you do see. Yeah,
I think it's one of those. It's one of those good things where it's like, let the reader's imagination do most of the work on that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Peter David's, that's another one of his great talents, is he's really great at leaving enough for the reader to fill in the blanks.
Yes.
Themselves. I love that. That's hugely important.
All right.
Yeah, another great issue. Really, really happy with this.
Oh, yeah.
So good. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to open this back up. So, should we get to the last one?
Yes. Number 3.
Number 3, yeah. The 4th issue, but number 3.
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna have to do more of this Genis-Vell eventually because, again, I think the next. We see Drax show up in this issue, but it's like I think the next arc it's like another 3 issues or so. We're gonna you get like Micronauts.
Ooh,
yeah,
oh God, yeah.
because
we've got to do that.
Yeah, because Peter David reveals, unlike with his dad, Rick isn't switching out with Genis out of the negative zone. They're switching out of the microverse.
The microverse.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
So it's
now, is it the full Micronauts, or is it just like a?
I can't remember. I can't remember which ones were there. It's been a while, but yeah.
I love it. That's got me even more excited.
But it's
we'll definitely cover some more of this for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, there are some stories in this series that so good. Hold on. Lost my.
Yeah, great cover too.
Oh yeah. I think during my Peter David interview, Charlie and I did. Like he was saying, like the second volume, Crisscross wasn't on it, and he was like in the beginning, like he kind of wrote it for Crisscross, so it was kind of like, it felt weird because I wrote it for one artist, I got another artist, which was still, I forget who the other artist was, but it was good. But he was like, like they gave me a different artist, so
interesting.
I'd been writing for Crisscross, and again, the other artist was great, but I don't think his style wasn't Crisscross, so it
wasn't the same.
Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, Captain Marvel, Volume 4, Number 3, from March 2000. One down, Wendigo. Peter David, Chris Cross, Annabelle Rodriguez, color Steve Olive, letter Richard Starkings and Wes Abbott, and editor Tom Brevoort. Captain Marvel and the Hulk defeat the Wendigo with the help of Marlowe, who learned that he was actually Larry. Meanwhile, Drax visits Moondragon and confronts her about leaving Titan. All right. So, like I said, short synopses on these ones. So, I love it. I love, again, this one. The first couple pages we see, like, through the camera again, but Marlo, like, finds Lorraine. She's like, oh, God, thank God, Lorraine. And then she finds out she's dead.
Yes. That was really well done, too. Like, the camera angles and stuff from a certain... From the camera kind of looking up from the ground at her. Yeah, it was so cool.
And then I love just Genis screaming at Rick, slam the bands together. He's like, yeah, good plan. If that wasn't impossible.
I can't.
If that wasn't impossible, we'd be on the same page. And the Hulk. And the Hulk's like telling him the Wendigo to put him down. And I love Rick. Bruce, he's not going to understand. All he ever does is shout his name. And it's like then when he goes, be quiet, Jones. No one asked you, and your talk show sucks. Yes. Your talk show sucks.
Your talk show sucks.
He's like, what? And Larry says the Wendigo is a curse, but any curse can be manipulated if you find someone to provide you with the right counter spells. You think you know everything. You know nothing. Then get a flash from those quantum or the nega bands.
Yeah.
So he drops Rick, and then the Hulk punches Wendigo. And Rick's like, I zapped him with the bands. He's like, how'd I do that? Genis is like, you didn't. I did. Your body can't handle the discharge of funneling the nega energy through the bands, so you can't use them in battle. But I was able, even from here, to generate enough of a non-conductive jolt to get you loose.
Yeah, this is the part with the rabbit. I was like, oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, when they change, for like basically the rabbit fries the rabbit and crumples the ash.
The rabbit. I was like, oh, God.
The look on that raccoon's face, just like,
I know.
The raccoon's like, oh shit.
Oh, yes, that was, I found that a little bit unnecessary.
Yeah. I'm like, you could have did that with a tree or a rock. Come on.
I know. Yeah.
But
that's all right.
I love when Rick's like, oh yeah, the Wendigo's not gonna be able to keep up with the Hulk and us, of Genis. You also believe the Wendigo was mindless.
Yeah.
But then they change, and then Marlo comes running up. She's like, oh, Captain Marvel, thank God. And she like basically jumps on him and of Genis. Oh, don't worry, Marlo. You just hold on to me for as long as you feel the need. Just get Rick
shouts at him.
Rick screaming in his head.
Yeah. Stop flirting with Marlo.
I know, like knocks Genis over. He's like, oh.
And meanwhile, Moondragon is back in Rick's apartment watching Jerry Springer.
Yes. My husband ate my best friend. Man, we all about the cannibals.
She says this program is the single greatest refutation of Darwin I've ever seen. How could evolution possibly have resulted in this? Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's what I was saying to Lilith the one day. I mean, Jerry Springer, was successful. Not the brightest man, because what was it? He used to be the mayor of, what was it, either Cincinnati or Cleveland,
something like that.
But he got thrown out because they caught him with a prostitute because he paid her with a check.
Yeah, not the brightest bulb in the box. No,
I mean, yeah, no. Yeah, kids, don't pay your prostitute with a check, and again, don't in the memo line, don't put
superior puss.
But then Moondragon hears something. She goes, I hear a sound effect. That sound effect was disturbingly familiar. I hope I'm wrong. And then she's like, oh, give me strength. And yeah, Drax is outside. Moondragon, I know you're here. And she's like, up here. And he just comes crashing through the wall.
Yeah.
Gives the old Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah.
And at this point, Drax had limited intelligence.
Yeah, I guess she had helped him start getting smarter, I guess. But he's like, you left Titan High.
He wasn't like the childlike mentality that when he was first resurrected.
Uh-huh.
But I think that he still had some way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, back in Canada, Rick's still yelling at Genis. He's like, not now, Rick. And then he's like, how long can the Hulk hold his breath underwater? An hour or two. Depends if he's using energy on fighting somebody or, I don't know, hitting on a guy's wife. Rick, get off this before I trade places with you and let you fight Wendigo 50 feet underwater. But yeah, Rick's still going at it because he's nice work, Marv. Bet Marlo give you a big congratulatory kiss. And he's like, shut up, Rick, or I'll seduce her. And Rick just shuts up. He's like, yeah, I thought that'd quiet you down. Because Genis comes down, blasts Wendigo, and pulls Hulk out of the water.
Yeah, this is great too. This underwater fight sequence.
Yes. Fantastic. But then 1,000 miles away in another Canadian forest, we see two campers come across a naked man screaming, the curse is over! The curse is over!
Mm.
It's like the Wendigo is gone forever, so I can't remember which version of this, which host it was, but...
Yeah, I wonder... I feel like the Wendigo showed up... There was an Alpha Flight series right before this, I think. It might have been 97, 98.
I've read some of that. Yeah, was he in that series?
And I feel like the Wendigo might have shown up in that, possibly. I don't remember, though. It's been a long time since I've read that one.
Oh, here it's saying Wendigo Andre, so was it Andre Mornette?
Oh.
He must have just become the Wendigo in Wolverine 129 from 1998.
Oh.
So this guy's only been the Wendigo for like 2 years, so...
Okay, Wolverine. Yeah. That makes sense that he would show up in Wolverine, too.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess the story was, he was cursed to become the Wendigo after being trapped under a tree in the woods and eating his own fingers to survive.
Oh, my.
Oh, so he was cannibalizing himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
More cannibalism, except self-cannibalism this time.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Oh, yeah, it even says here, how he was temporarily freed from the curse when, Larry here kind of took this. You know what? That's the only thing I don't like, though, is like Peter David doesn't tell us who he went to for like a counter spell or whatever, or if he just did his own research or whatever.
Yeah, he did leave that detail out, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but then because then Marlo finds out it's Larry, and Larry's telling them, Larry, who studied the curse, studied the power and curse of the Wendigo for years. Larry, who consulted shamans, gypsies, anyone I could who could teach me how to tap into the power of the Wendigo and make it mine. All it needed was control, which my investigations were able to provide me. I love it. He goes, Larry who? And Hulk goes, is nuts. I love, he's like, you should talk, Dr. Banner. The original poster child for power without conscience, and Rick's just like yelling, and Genis is just echoing what he says. His conscience controlled his power. I know more than you. I love it. You can bite me. You can,
And you could, I love how the Wendigo, how Lorenzo's trying to psychoanalyze.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Leonard Stimson wrote how when he merged your different personas, maintaining your hulkishness was unavoidable. But that's not true, is it? You could have given it up, all right, but wouldn't, right? You shouldn't be fighting me. You should be shaking my hand.
So he holds out his hand. Hulk takes his hand and then grabs him and goes, "You let me grab your hand? That was right the first time. You're nuts." And he throws him.
I loved that part.
But then Genis and Rick think they see Wendigo grab Marlowe, but it's another hallucination.
Yeah.
Which kind of his cosmic awareness is on the fritz. So he's kind of seeing stuff before it happens. Yeah. But then he comes out of. He's like, "Oh, Marlowe, you're okay? Didn't grab you?" I love the Wendigo didn't grab you. No, he doesn't do much of anything for me at all. But then Hulk comes across Lorraine and kind of just
the body.
Yeah, it's kind of
still with the cigarette still in her mouth too.
Yeah.
It's still going.
But then he changes back to Banner because he's like, now's not the time to let a softening of
worst possible moment. Yeah.
So do you was this
as the Wendigo's about to pounce on him?
Was this intentional, or am I just seeing things? But in that panel, when he's talking about the softening of heart, does he look like David Duchovny in that panel?
He does. Absolutely. I was thinking that too when I read this. I was like, wow, Chris Cross must have been watching a ton of X-Files. But then I think that makes sense because I think the X-Files was still on then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was that either Chris Cross or Peter David saying, "Oh yeah, they should cast David Duchovny as Bruce Banner"?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that too. He looks an awful lot like David Duchovny there, especially with the hair.
Yes. Yeah. But Banner's changed back. But Genis blasts the Wendigo, and he said, "So far I've just been doing damage control, saving others from your tender mercies. Now I start doing some damage on my own." Just keeps blasting them.
Mm-hmm.
The Wendigo, I'll kill him for that. Then again, right now I'd kill him for anything.
Kill him for anything.
Yeah. But this is when he pounces on Marlowe and grabs her.
Yeah.
But Genis basically says, if you let her go, I'll give you the nega bands. These bands will let you channel photonic energy between your strength and their power. Nothing could stand against you. Then the Hulk shows back up. One side, Sparkle Man.
Sparkle Man.
No, Hulk, I don't do good with no. He's like, so the one that goes like, "Do we have a deal?" Even all the destruction I could do with those nega bands, you'll still give them to me to let Marlowe go. And Genis like, "Do we have a deal?" And Marlowe's like, no way I let this Yutz win. So she grabs this looks like a earring, but I guess it's some kind of talisman, which is
some type of mystical.
That's how Larry got the curse of the Wendigo. So Marlowe grabs it, rips it off him, and throws it in the river where it's eaten by a fish. Remember that?
The fish.
Yes.
That comes back at the end.
So Larry changes back to normal, although he's kind of out of it. And then we see Andre.
The other dude, Andre, who thinks that he's gotten rid of the curse forever.
Yeah, because these people, these campers he's telling the story to, they're like, "Yeah, it's a bit hard to believe." He's like, "No, I know. I wish there was some way I could prove it." Then he feels himself transform, and he's like, "No, it's just a figure of speech."
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, but back at the group, Bruce is like, yeah, Larry's not in shock. It's more like his mind is gone. And then Mario's like, "Genis, you really, Captain Marvel, you wouldn't give up those bands, right?" And Bruce, you'd give up the power of the Hulk, right? You wouldn't keep it. And they're both like, no, definitely not.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, because then Bruce is like, to Captain Marvel, "Does she know you and Rick?" He's like, "No." "And you don't want her to?" "No."
No.
He should have been like, "Well, Rick." "Oh, yeah." And then I love this ending, because Marlowe's like, but Larry should have known not to go mucking with magic and stuff. And she's like, "Where did your mind go?" In the last page, yes, we see his mind's in that fish that swallowed the He's getting chased by this other fish because he's like, "Get away from me! Get away! I'll give you power, all the power you want. Just get away! Don't eat me, you cannibal!"
You cannibal! Get away! Oh man, that made me laugh so hard. I love it.
Oh yeah, Peter David, yes.
Yeah, these were great. I was really impressed with this. Great introduction to this series, and again, the artwork's just spectacular. I can't say enough good things about it. It's just so good.
That's why I almost picked these for episode 1. I was like, I know Justin's gonna like these. I mean, it's Peter David, and
Yeah, you were right. Yeah,
The
and this series went on for what, 20-something, 25 issues or so.
Did the first one might have went to like 35 or 36.
30.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then like the second one I think went to 25. So
Yeah, I knew that one of them was around 25. Yeah, we should definitely cover the rest of this series.
oh
on Marvel
yeah,
Tales.
yes,
Yeah, I love it.
definitely. I'm down for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already a fan.
All right. So, anything else on these, Justin?
No, I think we covered it all. I'm definitely going to have to get that omnibus too at some point this year that
Yes.
collects both of those series. I'm going to have to add that to my collection at some point in time.
Oh yeah, because I mean the second series is even wilder because like Genis basically goes insane.
Yeah, and he adopts that that original Kree uniform, doesn't he?
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Hold on.
The
Let
blue
the
and the
video
not
catch
the
up
blue
with
thing.
me. There.
Yes,
it is.
that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green and the white uniform.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, I gotta get the red and blue Genis-Vell too. Oh my god. All right, so
Oh yeah.
I wanted. All right. So yeah, next time let me double. I'm pretty sure on the schedule. Yeah, that's the Alpha flight, right?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm just opening the schedule here. Like I said, sorry kids, being kind of sluggish here because again we're in the middle of the heat wave and this is the only room without air conditioning. Idiot. All right, so yes, next time, yes, we will get back to Alpha Flight. It will do 5 through 8 of that original run, so that'll be some John Byrne for you. And then, we're only 2 weeks away from Atlantis Attacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're almost there, folks. Our big summer spectacular is about to begin.
That's right, because week 1 of Atlantis Attacks, we're going to cover Silver Surfer Annual 2 and Iron Man Annual 10, and I believe that Iron Man Annual has a certain someone's favorite biscuit on the cover there.
It sure does.
Yeah, in all his Speedo glory, yeah.
And he features prominently within the story, yes. Oh,
Be
man,
some
I'm
dicks
so
waving
excited.
around in here.
My favorite biscuit. My favorite biscuit.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
All right.
Yes.
So send us your thoughts on this style. Again, you can always send us thoughts on if you're watching any of these episodes on YouTube. Yeah, send us your thoughts on past episodes, this episode, the upcoming stuff. Definitely, yeah, the Alpha Flight. Again,
Atlantis
I know
Attacks.
if you're a comic fan, if you were reading comics in that era, you read at least some of Atlantis Attacks. So yeah, send us your thoughts on Atlantis Attacks.
Yeah, if you were reading comic books that summer, you at least heard about it.
Yeah.
And if you were collecting any annuals that summer, you at least got one or two, I would imagine.
Oh yeah. So send us your thoughts. Oh god, should I put the thing up? All right. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, get your brand new Capes and Lunatics merch, t-shirts, phone cases, cups, everything with the new logos.
And the classic gear as
Yes,
well.
and the classic stuff. You can get the classic stuff. Be an old hipster like Ray. All right, there. And again, you can find we have a Cash App link if you just want to be polite and rain random money on us. Again, Lilith Hellfire demands, please rain random money on us, like we're the young girl dancing through college or cosmetology school or whatever.
Make it rain.
Wherever young girls go to high school or college these days.
You never know.
Yes, yeah. Pretty soon they'll probably have a school for social media influencer or something.
Oh yeah, influencing.
Oh, jeez. So yes, Rainer.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
All right. So, and again, so you can subscribe to our Patreon because once again, Lilith and I try to give you something different every month. The June episode, we discuss, if not all, the majority of the LGBTQIA characters from Marvel and DC Comics, and
Very cool.
in a certain
I'm excited about that one.
in a certain Latvian monarch college dropout who we have certain thoughts about.
Yes, I think you're right about that.
Yes. So find that and everything I just mentioned at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. And yes, the Patreon link is right there, patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. All right. Now for the king of podcasting, Mr. Justin the Owl. You can find him every week here on Marvel Tales. You can hear him a few times a month on X-Men Classics. You can hear him once a month on Energon Universe right here with me and Russell talking all the new Transformers and G.I. Joe content coming out of Image right now. You can also hear him at least once a month on We Are the Night,
the Batman podcast.
Where we talk Azrael, but sometimes he's been known to sneak in with me and Lilith to talk other things. And again, this fall he'll be joining us for episode 200.
Yeah, the big one.
Yes.
Batman 1989.
Yes. The only bigger guess is we could get Ray on there.
One day it's going to happen. I know it.
Yes. All right. But, and again, you can catch him on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast, every so often.
Right.
But that's not all the podcasting he does. Justin, tell them about the rest of your podcasting on these fine shows over here.
On these other shows, you can also find me on Gamma Charge, the strongest podcast there is, the strongest Marvel podcast there is.
Better say that.
Where Russell and I discuss the Incredible Hulk and the Sensational She-Hulk every month. Predator and Prey, we are joined by the High Priest of Khonshu Ray to discuss Fox's Predator in comic books, film, action figures, and more. And we're currently discussing the classic Dark Horse comics, recently featured in an omnibus. And last but not least, the Lost Library of Legends is my solo show dedicated to the lost and forgotten comics of the last few decades. And by the time this episode comes out, I will have just released one on an Image title called Wildstar from the 90s.
We're going back to the 90s here, bitch. I'm going to eat this up with a fork and spoon. I love it.
It's so salty. Giant-sized man thing. Well, that escalated quickly.
There's a lot of giant-sized man things in these issues.
Giant-sized man thing.
That's right. Yeah. Massive ones, you could say.
Oh, my. All right. Thank you for joining us. All right. Again, come back next time for Alpha Flight 5 through 8 from that original series. And then it's straight on to like 9 weeks of Atlantis attacks.
Yes.
We're gonna hit
Summer
up
spectacular begins.
We're gonna hit up everyone who's in the Marvel universe at that point.
Yes. 1989 in Marvel.
Yes. All right. Come back next time, kids. Remember, watch what you eat.
No finger foods.
Oh!